Listen to me now, because what I am about to tell you is not ordinary, not casual, not something you can hear and walk away from. Something is moving around your son right now, something dark, something intentional, something sent by a person who knows exactly what they are doing. And heaven is not silent about it. Heaven is warning you. Heaven is opening your eyes. Heaven is speaking to you in this very moment because the battle has already started, and you cannot remain unaware. So listen. Keep your spirit alert. Keep your heart steady. These words are coming to you for a reason. You felt something recently. A strange heaviness. A sudden fear. A moment where your heart raced for no reason. That was not your imagination. That was a signal. That was a spiritual alarm. Your spirit sensed something before your mind understood it. The enemy tried to approach quietly, but nothing can hide from the eyes of the Lord. Nothing can move in darkness without heaven seeing it. And now God is revealing it to you. There is a witch. A real one. Not the storybook kind. Not the playful kind. Someone who works with spiritual darkness. Someone who opens doors that should never be opened. Someone who speaks curses instead of prayers. Someone who watches your son with thoughts that are not pure. Someone who is trying to access him through the unseen realm. This person has been studying him. Observing him. Trying to find a weak moment, a weak spot, a doorway that they can use. And God says, be alert. This is not a small matter. This is not a random attack. This is intentional. Your son carries a light, a calling, a destiny. The enemy has seen it. The enemy fears it. That is why the attack is targeted. That is why this witch is focusing on him. Darkness always tries to destroy light before it grows. Before it shines. Before it becomes a threat. And your son is a threat to darkness. That is why this is happening. Listen carefully. Recently your son has behaved differently. Maybe he is quieter. Maybe he is irritated. Maybe he is distant. Maybe his sleep has changed. Maybe he is having strange dreams. Maybe he is waking up tired even after resting. These are signs. These are signals. These are footprints of a spiritual attack. The enemy always leaves traces. And heaven is pointing them out to you now. You must understand something. This witch did not choose your son by accident. They tried others before. But none were open. None were accessible. None had the spiritual value your son carries. But your son has a future that threatens darkness. That is why this witch has tried to interfere. They have attempted rituals. They have spoken his name. They have tried to project thoughts. They have tried to send spiritual heaviness. They have tried to weaken his confidence. They have tried to confuse his steps. But the Lord says, they will not succeed because their time is over. The enemy wanted your son to feel small. The enemy wanted him to feel lost. The enemy wanted him to feel invisible. But God says he is seen. He is chosen. He is covered. And that is why you are hearing this message now. God is giving you a warning, but He is also giving you authority. You are not helpless. You are not blind. You are not powerless. You are equipped. You are a gatekeeper. You are the shield in the Spirit. And when you rise, heaven rises with you. Something happened recently. Your son had an encounter. Something touched him. Something brushed near him. Something tried to pull his attention away. And you felt it. You sensed it. You knew something was not right. That was the moment the attack tried to open. But heaven intercepted it. Heaven blocked it. Heaven stepped in. And now heaven is telling you what to do next. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. Listen closely. The witch who targeted your son is someone who does not appear dangerous in the physical world. They blend in. They smile. They act normal. They speak gently. But their heart is filled with darkness. They are spiritually corrupted. They carry jealousy. They carry hatred. They carry hidden rage. And your son became a target because they sensed light in him that they do not have. Darkness always envies light. Darkness always hates what it cannot control. This which is connected to someone your family knows. They are not far. They watch from a distance. They study quietly. They wait. But God says their time is ending. Because every curse they sent is now reversing. Every projection they attempted is now collapsing. Every assignment they created is now breaking. And everything they planned for your son is now being uprooted. But you must take your position in prayer. You must stand in authority. You must speak protection. You must declare covering. Because spiritual battles respond to spiritual actions. God is giving you insight so you can take action. God is revealing the danger so you can close the door. God is exposing the witch so their influence loses power. Something is about to break. Something is about to shift. Something is about to be exposed. In the next days you will notice changes. Dreams will become clearer. Your son's strength will rise. His mind will sharpen. His peace will return. And the one who targeted him will begin to experience the consequences of their own actions. Darkness always collapses under the weight of light. The Lord says, do not fear. Fear gives the enemy space. But you were not chosen to fear. You were chosen to stand. You were chosen to protect. You were chosen to intercede. You were chosen to discern. Your spirit has always been sensitive. You have always noticed things before they fully happen. That is why you heard this message today. Heaven speaks to those who listen. And you are listening. There is something you must know. Your son's destiny is bigger than you realize. His life carries influence. His spirit carries strength. Heaven has marked him. Angels walk with him. That is why the enemy is desperate. That is why the attack is intense. But intense attacks always surround powerful destinies. And your son is destined for impact. You must speak over him every day. You must cover his nights. You must cover his steps. You must cover his decisions. Because the enemy is losing access, and your prayers are the final seal. Your words carry weight. Your declarations break chains. Your voice shifts the atmosphere in your home. When you speak, heaven listens. The witch targeting your son will soon be exposed. God will uncover them. Their mask will slip. Their intentions will leak. And you will know exactly who they are. But do not confront them physically. This is a spiritual matter. Let God fight. Let God handle the exposure. Let God deliver the justice. Your job is to protect your son and guard your home. There is one more thing. Your son will rise. He will overcome. He will step into a new season after this battle. He will become stronger. He will gain spiritual clarity. He will walk in purpose. This attack is not meant to destroy him. It is meant to awaken him. It is meant to awaken you. It is meant to close old doors and open new ones. And the Lord says, I am with you. I am with your son. I am surrounding your home. I am breaking every curse. I am silencing every evil voice. I am stopping every dark ritual. I am shutting every spiritual gate that was opened without your permission. Your son will not fall. Your son will not be harmed. Your son will not be taken. Now breathe. Let the peace of God fill your room. Heaven has spoken. And heaven has taken control. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. Now listen carefully, because heaven is not finished speaking. There is another layer to this revelation, a deeper truth, a hidden detail that must be brought into the light. The presence that tried to approach your son did not come alone. Darkness rarely moves alone. It travels with influence. It moves with shadows. It brings companions. It brings attachments that try to cling silently. But the Lord says those attachments are breaking right now, even as you are hearing these words. There is something your son carries, something that has been visible in the spirit realm since he was young. Sometimes he felt different. Sometimes he felt out of place. Sometimes he did not understand why certain people reacted strongly to him. It is because His Spirit shines in places where darkness has authority. His presence disrupts what others try to hide. This witch noticed that, even before your son noticed it himself. They saw the light in him, and it irritated the darkness in them. Your son is not weak. He is not vulnerable in the way the enemy expected. He is spiritually sensitive, even if he does not realize it. That sensitivity is what the enemy tried to manipulate. That sensitivity is what the witch attempted to target. But sensitivity is not weakness. Sensitivity is discernment. And discernment is power. Heaven gave him that gift. And heaven is activating it now. There is a reason you felt that sudden pressure around your home recently. There is a reason you kept waking up at certain hours of the night. There is a reason you felt the urge to pray unexpectedly. These were not coincidences. These were signals from heaven. The spiritual realm was shifting. The assignment was growing louder. And God was preparing you for this moment, this revelation, this awakening. The witch tried to send confusion toward your son. They tried to cloud his thoughts. They tried to weaken his confidence. They tried to whisper discouragement into his dreams. They attempted to create emotional heaviness. They attempted to stir unnecessary fear. But the Lord says none of their efforts reached their full intention. Because your prayers, even the small ones, even the quiet ones, even the ones you whispered while tired, stood like a wall in the Spirit. Every time you prayed, heaven responded. Every time you felt worry, angels moved. Every time you spoke your son's name with concern, God listened. Nothing you did was wasted. Nothing you did went unheard. That is why the attack did not break him. That is why darkness could not enter. That is why your son is still covered. Now hear this. There will be a moment soon, a moment where your son will feel a sudden shift inside. He may not explain it. He may not describe it clearly. But something will lift from him. Something will break off him. Something heavy will fall away. And that will be the moment the final strand of the enemy's assignment snaps. That will be the moment heaven steps fully in and closes the door the enemy tried to open. You may notice changes in him. He may become more peaceful. He may laugh more. He may speak freely again. His eyes may look brighter. His energy may rise. That is not random. That is not accidental. That is the restoration of his spiritual atmosphere. That is heaven pushing out every trace of what darkness attempted. Now listen closely to what I am about to reveal. The witch who targeted your son has been using physical objects. There is something they tried to send into your environment. A gift. A gesture. A small item. A seemingly harmless thing. Something that carries a spiritual imprint. Something they thought would go unnoticed. But the Lord says, be cautious. Do not accept what does not carry peace. Do not keep what feels strange. Do not ignore your inner warning. If an object feels heavy, remove it. If something was given suddenly, question it spiritually. Because some objects are not objects. They are doorways. God is exposing every tactic. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. God is removing every hidden seed. God is burning every invisible connection. None of the enemy's work will survive. None of their rituals will stand. None of their plans will grow. Everything will fall apart under the weight of divine intervention. But now, God turns His eyes toward you. Because your role is important. Your voice is needed. Your authority is rising. You are not just a parent. You are a warrior. You are a guardian. You are a spiritual shield. Heaven has placed a mantle on you that protects your household. And that mantle is becoming stronger right now. God says, step into your authority. Do not be afraid to pray boldly. Do not be afraid to speak protection. Do not be afraid to declare peace. When you speak, something moves. When you pray, something breaks. When you call on heaven, darkness panics. You have more influence in the Spirit than you know. There is a moment coming soon when God will reveal the identity of the one targeting your son. It may come through a dream. It may come through a sudden realization. It may come through a conversation. It may come through a small mistake they make. But the revelation will come. And when it comes, you will understand why heaven sent this message now. Do not fear that moment. The exposure is not meant to cause panic. It is meant to give clarity. It is meant to give closure. It is meant to give you confidence. The witch will not win. They are already losing. Heaven has already risen against them. Their influence is weakening. Their rituals are backfiring. Their words are returning to them. Their assignments are collapsing. Now breathe again. Calm your heart. Let these words settle into your spirit. Let the peace of God wrap around you. Heaven is not warning you to scare you. Heaven is warning you to prepare you. Heaven is strengthening you. Heaven is covering your son. Heaven is standing guard over your home. You must know this. The enemy wanted to shift your son's path. But this attack will do the opposite. It will align him. It will strengthen him. It will awaken his spiritual senses. It will sharpen his discernment. It will make him wiser. This will not break him. This will build him. This will not silence him. This will guide him. This will not weaken him. This will increase him. Your son will walk into a new season. A season of clarity. A season of peace. A season of breakthrough. A season of protection. Nothing sent against him will stand. Nothing planned against him will survive. Nothing spoken against him will hold. Now listen to the final part of this message. It is important. It carries weight. Keep your home covered with prayer. Keep your atmosphere clean. Keep your son's name lifted. Keep your spirit awake. Something powerful is coming. Something divine. Something that will shift everything for your family. And nothing, not even a witch, not even dark intention, not even a hidden attack, can stop what God is about to do. This battle is already turning in your favor. Light is winning. Darkness is fleeing. Heaven is moving. Your son is protected. And the one who targeted him is losing every ounce of power they once thought they had. But there is still something heaven wants you to understand. Something important. Something hidden beneath the surface of everything you have been sensing. There has been a battle around your home long before you realized it. A silent battle. A quiet conflict. A spiritual disturbance that your spirit kept picking up on, even when your mind could not explain it. That pressure in the air. That sudden shift in atmosphere. That strange feeling of being watched. Those moments were not random. Those moments were warnings. They were signals from heaven, preparing you for what was coming. Your son was not the only one being observed. You were being watched as well. The witch who targeted your son has been trying to understand you. They wanted to know why their assignments were failing. They wanted to know why their attempts felt blocked. They wanted to know why they could not access your home fully. But they did not realize something. They did not understand the strength of your spirit. They did not understand the authority you carry. They did not understand that heaven listens when you whisper your child's name. They did not understand that you were protected long before they ever planned their attack. God says this clearly. You are not a weak person. You are not spiritually blind. You are not spiritually silent. You are covered. You are guarded. You are seen. That is why heaven speaks to you so clearly. That is why warnings come to you early. That is why your spirit reacts faster than your thoughts. You were built for protection. You were designed for spiritual warfare. You were shaped to guard your household. Darkness tried to step into your home. But it trembled at the doorway. It tried to influence your son. But it was pushed back. It tried to weaken your peace. But heaven restored you. Every attempt failed. Every effort collapsed. Every plan turned into confusion. And now heaven is closing every remaining opening. Your son may start to tell you things soon. He may mention dreams. He may talk about strange feelings. He may confess moments he could not explain. Listen to him. Guide him gently. Encourage him. Because he is beginning to sense things more clearly. His spiritual awareness is awakening. His inner sight is strengthening. God is clearing the fog around him. God is restoring his clarity. God is lifting every shadow that tried to settle over him. You must also understand this. The witch who targeted your son is beginning to grow exhausted. Their energy is draining. Their influence is fading. Their rituals are failing. They are losing power. And when witches lose power, they panic. They become restless. They become sloppy. They begin to make mistakes. They may even try one last attempt. But do not fear that. Their final attempts are always the weakest. Their final words are always empty. Their final efforts crumble before they begin. Because God is already standing in front of your home. God is already surrounding your son. God is already sealing every spiritual gate connected to your family. Something else is shifting around your atmosphere. Angels are moving. The spiritual realm is adjusting. A divine covering is being placed over your home like a shield of fire. A barrier. A spiritual wall. A protective dome. Nothing unclean will pass through it. Nothing dark will enter. Nothing harmful will stay near your son. The Lord is restoring order. The Lord is stabilizing your environment. The Lord is removing every spiritual residue left by that attack. In the coming days, you may feel peace settle in unexpected moments. You may notice your home feeling lighter. You may feel warmth around you when you pray. You may sense clarity in your thoughts. These are signs. These are confirmations. These are reminders that heaven has taken over the battle. You will not fight this alone. You will not carry this weight alone. God is on your side. And when God stands with you, darkness has no ground to stand on. Now listen to this important truth. Your son's future is not just protected. It is being redirected into greater purpose. The attack revealed his spiritual value. The enemy does not fight ordinary children. Darkness does not chase random souls. The battle confirms the calling. The pressure confirms the purpose. The attack reveals the assignment. Your son is destined to break patterns. He is destined to carry wisdom. He is destined to shine light in places others fear. And the enemy saw that before he did. But now your son will rise stronger. He will rise aware. He will rise spiritually awake. This season will not end with fear. It will end with clarity. It will end with authority. It will end with breakthrough. Your home is entering a new chapter. A chapter of peace. A chapter of protection. A chapter of divine alignment. And now, as this message begins to close, heaven gives one more instruction. Do not let fear enter your heart. Fear is the doorway darkness tries to use when all others are closed. But you are guarded. You are covered. You are protected. Keep your heart anchored. Keep your mind clear. Keep your prayers steady. Speak over your son. Declare peace over him. Declare strength over him. Declare clarity over him. He is surrounded by light. He is shielded by heaven. He is held by God's hand. Nothing the enemy planned will touch him. Nothing the witch attempted will survive. Nothing darkness sent will take root. And now hear this final word. Heaven has already won. The battle is closing. The attack is breaking. The witch is losing. Your sun is rising. Your home is protected. And God Himself is sealing this moment with divine authority. Now let this final wave of peace settle into your spirit. Let your heart rest. Let your mind calm. God is not warning you to frighten you. God is warning you to reassure you that He is already moving in your favor. Your son is safe. Your home is safe. Your future is safe. And the one who targeted him will never succeed. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it.